Hi, I'm Adam Sklute, Artistic Director of Ballet West. I'm really excited about our new production of Sleeping Beauty. And for those of you who are used to seeing Ballet West's production of Sleeping Beauty, you're in for some changes in this time. I really wanted to bring out the magic in this show. Yeah, it's a fairy tale. So that's been the number one goal for me in this production. Now, how am I going to do that? Well, first off, Sleeping Beauty, as beautiful as it is, has always been, for me, like a bunch of promenades. A bunch of people walk on, they dance in a group, they walk off. I'm keeping a lot of the great choreography that makes this ballet famous, but changing it up a little bit. When the fairies enter, they're going to enter from all over the place, in different ways, as if they were flying in from the windows, coming out of the front door, walking over the fence. Magical. Second of all, the evil fairy, Carabosse. She's often played by an older woman. I wanted our Carabosse now to be as young and as beautiful as her sisters. She's just bad to the core, evil, angry. All of the fairies are going to have simple names. You know, in the past, they were named the Fairy of the Golden Vine, and the Songbird Fairy, and the Fairy of the Enchanted Forest, and all this stuff. Lovely names, but what does that mean? I wanted the fairies to be named after the gifts that they give Aurora, the princess. So, we have the Fairy of Kindness, Fairy of Beauty, Fairy of Joy, Fairy of Temperament. In the same way, the princes who come as her suitors in Act 1. We're going to have the Prince of the North, Prince of the South, Prince of the East, Prince of the West. They're going to be dressed differently. So, the Prince of the East is dressed as an Indian Punjab prince. Prince of the North, like a Viking. Prince of the West, as if he was from England. Prince of the South, as if he was from Africa. These are just some of the changes in the first couple of acts alone. I think the biggest change that you're going to experience, though, is the length of this ballet. I love Tchaikovsky's glorious score. In its entirety, it's about 5 hours long. Our last production was about 3 hours long. I don't know about you, but that's too long for me to sit through a ballet. So, the big job that I had was working with our music director and working with the score to edit it down to what was important. I'm really excited to say that this ballet is going to run 2 hours and 15 minutes with one good intermission in the middle. Kind of like how the Nutcracker runs. So it's a good time. Not too much time in the beginning, not too much time at the end. Just right. Tell the whole story. I edited down to the dances that further the story and that we know and that we love. Got rid of some of the long promenades, as I was talking about earlier. In Act 2, when the prince sees a vision of Aurora, he's brought to Aurora by the Lilac Fairy. Now, in our old version, they walked through the woods. It was beautiful. But I wanted this scene to be really special and really magical. In our new version, the Lilac Fairy comes out in a boat shaped like a leaf and sails him across the land and through the woods over a sea of fog to find the sleeping princess. I hope it's going to be a beautiful effect. I'm excited about it. Finally, Act 3, the wedding, where all the fairy tale characters from around the kingdom and the world come to celebrate Aurora and the prince's wedding. I wanted to add a few. Even if they're not dancing, they're going to be guests. So, some of the guests at the wedding: Beauty and the Beast, a frog prince, Little Red Riding Hood and the Big Bad Wolf, along with the ones that we already love, like the Bluebird and like Puss in Boots. I'm excited about this. I mean, think of it. The whole thing running pretty much like the length of the Nutcracker, and with magic, the fairy tale, to really bring out what this great story is. We hope you come. We hope you enjoy it. I know I'm going to.